to some Super Paper Mario. I zoomed in on the footage for the last video. Notice that the camera's slightly crooked. I might re-record it, but I don't think it's bad enough to make it unwatchable. So I might not also. But, you know, I'm just gonna roll with it right into episode 2 because I did, what's it called? Episode 1 earlier today, I just haven't uploaded it. On our quest to collect the second Purity Heart, the Mario universe is equivalent to Chaos Emeralds. I think it's 25k experience points is the necessity for the next level. Needs to send us back to 2D so he can get out of the 3D realm. He got trapped in it. For this, you want to turn 3D because you get more coins if you do. When you see stuff lying around like this, in the 2D realm you only get the 2D equivalent to it, but when you go into the 3D realm you get the 3D equivalent to it. Which means sometimes triple the amount you're actually getting. I believe it's this thing right here. Yep. Coming up here, we're going to get introduced to a new system in the game that we're going to get very familiar with. Not in this room, but the next room. Although you're going to get familiar with doing this too. Partner system. Now, this is not a new thing to the Super Mario series by this point. Everyone up until this one had a partner system. This is actually the last one to have that for quite a while. And I don't think the newest one has a real partner system. It has a pseudo one. But, you know, unique characters were a thing in these three Paper Mario games. Honestly, I'll probably Let's Play the original one too at a later date. But I know this one way better than that one. Although I played the original, I played Thousand of the Door, and I played this one. This is the one I've played the most out of the three. And most people don't find this one to be their favorite, but for me, this is a childhood favorite of mine. As much as I've always loved Thousand Year Door and whatnot, yeah, I use like an actual gaming guide manual before I look at the Let's Play on YouTube. Back when Let's Plays were still, you know, new. Hurts to say, but like 10 years ago, when I was like 9, was the first time I looked up a Let's Play for this game, and the first Paper Mario game before this I looked up a Let's Play for is when I watched Zach Scott's gaming Let's Play of Paper Mario Sticker Star. Because that's the one I played the most because it was portable, so I took it everywhere. And then I played this one either more than that one or equal to that one. Remember, which most people hated Sticker Star, but over the years people kind of grew that it wasn't as bad as people initially thought. It's not near as good as the original three, and during the time, since it was the 4th entry in the series, it was a big letdown at the time. But retrospect, it really wasn't that bad of a game. The music is still in my playlist for top best of the Mario games music I've ever heard. Some of the tracks are some of the best I've ever heard, period, in gaming. The gameplay is not terrible. The system of combat was very unique, and I liked it. The only downside, really, to the game was no EXP system, and no unique characters. It was a traditional Mario game in the aspect that it only had really traditional Mario characters and Mario enemies, and Bowser was the boss. There was no, like, new antagonist. It was very unoriginal in a lot of things it did when it came to, like, the actual environment of the game. But other than that, it wasn't near as bad as people gave it credit for. It's a solid 6 out of 10. Gameplay-wise, story-wise, it's actually done pretty well. I gave it a 7. Originality is like a 4. That's Sticker Star. But that's still one of my favorite Mario games when it comes to the Paper Mario series, just because the music's such a bop, and it's a really good take on an action-adventure game. It's just not really an RPG game per se. If the game had a EXP system, like if someone modded in an EXP system where you level up after battles, then it would honestly be like a solid 8 out of 10 game. That's really the only thing that drags it down. Everything else is pretty good. If it had more original characters and it had an EXP system, it would have been a solid 8 out of 10 at least. Bosses were nice. Yeah, they were traditional enemies, but they were so unique. They fleshed out every enemy that's in the Mario world that's, traditional, like Goombas and a bunch of other shit. And they fully fleshed them out into these really unique bosses. And the sticker concept was actually really nice. Where it went downhill is Color Splash was just a bad Sticker Star. That was the 5th one. The 6th Mario game, Origami King, which I'm going to be playing at some point too. I'm going to be playing through that as well. is really good, and I actually got to play through all of it. Well, enough of my ramblings. I could continue, and I kind of feel like doing so, but I'm not trying. I'm gonna get slow on this playthrough. I'm like, you know what? I don't think we're super far into the video. I think I have enough time to do this. I'm trying not to make these parts longer really than 20 minutes at max. I'm trying to average between 7 to 20-minute videos for this Let's Play. Ah, speed fly. This tree is important. There's something about the red coconut tree that I remember right that you have to come back to. This is super important for this level. This level confuses the shit out of a lot of players. But there's supposedly something hidden here if I remember off the top of my head. There's something hidden over here. I don't think it activates immediately, but I know there's something here. Maybe a 3D world? Yeah, there's something weird with this tree. I do remember that. I'm doing this mostly off memory, so it's a little foggy, but we're doing pretty well. These are enemies you want to do this with, so fuck them and just use their ass. Oh, that's a useful item. This you need to use your buddy for this game. You need to throw him away like that. Ah yes, the butt cheek looking at enemies. So the guys with those little square dot things you see around them, they can travel between the dimensions too, so you cannot escape combat with them by traveling to the opposite dimension. Pretty sure the statue is going to tell us to go straight to the fucking red tree that we were just at. And then that's going to allow us to activate or do something with it. Find a y'all red palm tree and leap under the branches 10 times. Okay, so before going to that, all I can remember is that it was jumping under it. I thought they would knock coconuts down or whatever. But at least I was on the right track. I knew you had to jump under it. I just didn't know if you had to hit the coconuts or if there was a certain amount of times you had to jump under it. But I did remember you have to jump under it. But, yeah. later on in the game, there's like a block sequence where you gotta memorize like a 21 block hit pattern or whatever. That one's a bitch. It's a game suggests that you get a piece of paper to do it, but I listened to and read the instructions for it so many times I did it off memory. It was nice. So, yek, do, se, chahar, panch, sesh, hash, hash, no, do. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm done. And you right here, and you throw under it. Yep. There you go. For as long as it's been since I've actually played through this game, I remember it pretty well. I think there's a boss fight after this, so rather than go to that immediately, I'm going to jump up here to do this part. Yeah, boss. You only get these when you're a boss. Well, that's not true. But you in the early levels, you don't. Most of the time in any video game that has that's like super versions of items, and it's an RPG, you typically only get those really early in the game when there's a boss coming up. And in the Mario games, like getting a super mushroom in the Mario and Luigi series or the Paper Mario games, typically mean that there's a boss coming up. Because if it's really early on the game, now if it's like midway through the game, super mushrooms are the normal item to get. But if it's like early and you're getting those, it's typically because of a boss coming up. That's just how it is in any RPG game though. If you get a super version of an item really early in the game, it's probably because the boss is coming up. Yep, here's the boss. Oh, shoot. There we go. That has to smell terrible. Feel the propel using a fucking fart. Damn. Alright. Well, let's go on to the rest of the level. Actually, you know what? This is the perfect time to wrap it up because the second half of this level is about as long as the first half, and we already did one level, so it would make sense that since we did a level and a half in this one, to do the last level and a half in the next video. So in the next video, we're going to finish 1-3, and then do 1-4, and from there, we'll continue on later. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.